Successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 35-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. He's crashing.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. Has bred this big defensive tackle.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson is going to find his running back. It's complete. Now that play is... blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Here's Jackson to throw. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Out of the pistol, here's Hill. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Buddy up. 44 Mike. Check. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead. His first touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
You ready?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Robinson. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Complete to Allen Robinson. A gain of 14. And a Bengal 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Robinson's got it. That one goes for 24 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's got room. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Allen Robinson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. He juked him, shedding the tackle. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Jackson. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Jackson trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 11.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Allen Robinson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6. Points. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score. Bengals 21, Ravens 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. That's into the hands of Pascal. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Snead. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move, man. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Jackson, he'll buy some time right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
25 yards. First down, Bengals.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
2nd and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Down to lose one. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
To throw again. Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Jackson now. A dump off now to Hill. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. And keep
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. A nice little juke. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, Snead's got it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's got Snead. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there at 22. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Allen Robinson there to make the grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Banged. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Sam Hubbard able to record his 5th sack of the season. Jackson.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. 8, read. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Snap.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check 43.
They'll run on first down. It's Hill. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, turn it up.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They run it again with Hill. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. On 3rd and 1, Jackson.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down...
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zach Pascal, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 54.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On first down, Mixon. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Watch the safety creep. Check, lock it. Check, ready, go.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be up. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. Well, the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get
one last shot for Jackson. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got